Hello everyone, welcome back to Spaceport. This is Rory, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about the latest Andor episode, episode 10, basically my thoughts and breakdown. So first of all, I want to talk about the introduction. Of course, it finished from the last episode, which was mainly showing how the Empire was killing off the other prisoners on level 2 because they found out that the prisoners don't actually get to leave and they have to keep rejoining and be working on whatever it is they're working on. And you know, people have said that maybe this is the Death Star or a part of the Death Star, so you know, that's a kind of interesting point there for, you know, what the Empire are trying to do, and they clearly don't want the prisoners to be leaving, so there's that as well. So the prisoners kind of have to make a plan up, and Kino Loy, who by the way, it was a brilliant performance in this episode, he kind of is a bit struck by what's gone on, and he agrees with Andor that they're going to try and escape, and with the other prisoners as well. He explains to them that they need to escape and there's no other way out of this. So they go into the main room where they have their next shift for working. They play out like a normal day because they know a new prisoner is coming in. And while this prisoner is about to come in, basically two of the prisoners try and create a distraction so that the officers are caught off guard, so they won't see Andor and someone else try and get onto the elevator. Now Andor has also broken one of the water pipes, which basically is going to make the electricity redundant, or the shock floor, so that they can escape easily when the other officers in the prison try and activate the shock. And you see the officers press the button and it doesn't work. But basically Andor and one of the other guys, they get on top of the elevator, they try and, you know, attack the guard and climb up the sides to get the other guards as well, who have also got guns. The guards are shooting on the prisoners, but Andor does manage to take them out and basically collect the weapons, and all the other prisoners escape in that block, and they make their way up throughout the whole entire prison and try and escape. Now, you know, this was a brilliant scene. There was a lot of action, and yeah, it was good to see, you know, Andor and Kino Loy working together really well. I thought, you know, the guards would miss a lot of shots, but they actually did kill a lot of guys, like the prisoner and some of the other prisoners, you know, below. So that was pretty interesting to see as well. They weren't just mindless, you know, shooters. So then it cuts to Mon Mothma, who is having her talks with the gangster, or, you know, the corrupt banker, and they're trying to settle an agreement to try and help Mon Mothma. She's been transferring money. The banker tells her that the only way for them to make a deal is that his 14-year-old son would meet Mon Mothma's daughter. And Mon Mothma really hates this and basically says no, and, you know, leaves. But now she's in an awkward position because she needs to get the money transferred, because she needs a way of covering her tracks, and now she's stuck. Maybe we'll see what's going to happen in the next few episodes, and maybe Mon Mothma, you know, gets in a bad situation, but I really doubt it. I think there'll be a way for her to get out of this one. But then we cut back to the prison, and the prison scene for them escaping. Andor and Kino Loy get to the main prison, basically, area with the other officers who are in charge there, and they tell them to open up all the prison blocks and whatever, so that all the prisoners can escape. Now, Kino Loy also gives a speech as well to try and, you know, give a morale boost to the other prisoners to try and help them escape. And, you know, it's a bit of a shock to him. You know, he's a very good leader, but he's kind of surprised about what's gone on. And Andor tries to help him, but, you know, saying, come on, you're a leader the whole time, you can't stop now. And yeah, so all the prisoners get out and they all start jumping off the side of the prison into the water, but Kino Loy, he can't swim, and basically he kind of chuckles because he's kind of happy that all the other prisoners get out, and then he switches to a serious tone because he's, you know, kind of worried about what is he going to do. Andor, of course, does jump off, swims far away, and there's a lot of miles away, you know, in the ocean that they're going to be swimming. And it kind of surprises me because there's other, you know, prison, I guess, areas around them. So you would think that maybe they would have had a distress call because there was a lot of time for the officers to, you know, give that to them. but they didn't send out any officers and troops, or there was no like defense. I just think it was badly executed. The little final ending bit, I thought it was a bit unbelievable. I thought the Empire would have done something more. And then afterwards we cut to Lonnie, who is a ISP, who is the ISP table, and it's basically revealed that he was a spy and he's working with Luthen. Now Luthen, of course, was the one who sent Andor on his mission, and basically Luthen tells Lonnie that he must do whatever it takes to help the rebellion. And Lonnie's like, well, I've got family, I can't be doing this forever. And then Luthen has a speech about how like he's sacrificed everything, and that the rebellion needs heroes and whatever, and Lonnie needs to like keep on going. And it kind of shows a brutal, more anti-villain side to Luthen, basically doing anything to take out the Empire, even though he knows he's never going to see the day when the Empire is eventually defeated, and it doesn't matter about the sacrifice. The sacrifice can be as big as it needs to be. And that kind of side to it shows like the bad side of the rebellion. And I like the greys inside each faction, which they show in Star Wars. I think that's really interesting. And the good in the Empire and stuff, I like kind of that side to it. But it ends there, and I thought it was a really great episode. Of course, there were some moments which they should have definitely maybe planned a little more, like them escaping. I don't think it was fully believable. But other than that, I thought the episode was really great. And yeah, that's my thoughts on it and my review. But anyway, make sure to subscribe and like if you enjoyed the video, and if you want to see more Star Wars content, especially on Andor and pretty much anything. We also do a podcast as well on the weekends. But I want to make a video today, just on a review, my initial thoughts, and yeah, hopefully enjoyed. Have a good one.